Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Elle's House of Tarot. I hope everyone had a fabulous week. It's Friday. Just looking forward to a fun weekend or maybe a relaxing weekend. I think this is a time for us to pause and take a break, right? If you watched my readings last week, all the confessions readings, I talked about that, how I feel like we're in kind of a transitional period right now between like shifting cycles between the last eclipse and the one that's coming up in a couple of weeks. So yeah, whatever you have planned for the weekend, I hope it's something where you can kind of let loose, have fun, be free a little bit. Today, I'm just going to get kind of a random message. Can't really think of any particular reading that I wanted to do, so we're just going to pull some cards and see what comes out. Signs don't matter. If the message resonates for you, that's awesome. If it doesn't, then check out the playlist. There could be a message on there that is meant for you. All my readings are timeless. If you're drawn to my channel and maybe the video you're watching isn't quite resonating, you can always check out my playlists, see if something catches your eye, because there could be a message for you there as well. All right, so like I said, this is going to be a general reading, so make sure you're only taking the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest. If you would like to take a closer look at your personal situation, you can do so by booking a personal reading with me by sending an email to ellshouseoftarot@gmail.com. I'm also trying to figure out Twitter. I opened a Twitter account. That way, if you guys want to chat with me or ask me any questions, or I'll be posting like updates and stuff and those kinds of things there. You can check out my Twitter page. It's Elle's HOT is the handle, and I'll put that in the description box for you guys as well. All right, so let's find out what it is Spirit wants you to know today. What is the message you would like to give my lovely viewers, subscribers, the people, anyone who stops by to see this video? There we go. If you guys have been watching my readings and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It really helps out my channel, and if the messages have been helping you, then it could be helpful for somebody else. All right, so we have King of Cups. You guys know I always like dote on this deck. I love the pictures and the imagery so much. And we have the 10 of Coins. And we have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, well, it seems like somebody is ready to seek stability with you. I feel like somebody is ready to offer you some emotions, some deeper level of commitment as well. But they are very overwhelmed by the idea of this. There's there's a little bit of nervous energy. There is overwhelm. There is how is my person going to react when I speak to them, when I tell them this kind of energy. For a good majority of you, I feel like you are in separation from somebody and they're wanting to come forward and finally express some emotions with this King of Cups, and then offer you a stable, sincere kind of forward movement, committed forward movement with this 10 of Coins. But with the 7 of Cups in reverse, they are very nervous about it. The thought of speaking to you, probably after a long period of silence, is very scary. I also am getting a message, though, for those of you that are in a relationship already, you're in communication, you've been dating for a while, there is the word engagement that is popping up. So somebody may be offering you engagement. They may want to get married to you. So those are kind of the two big messages. If you've been out of communication with someone for a while, they want to come forward and offer you love and stability, but they're scared. And if you are dating somebody and you've been in a serious relationship for a little while, they do want to marry you. That's the sound that I'm getting. This is like the words I'm hearing is engagement, family life, commitment of mature emotions. But again, they're overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed and nervous. This is different than the people who are in separation. But that's a big question to ask somebody. But yeah, those are the two strongest messages I'm getting. Maybe for some of you, a person who returns from the past comes out of the blue and says they want to marry you. Wouldn't that be crazy? All right, so let's get some clarifiers here. Why is the King of Cups here? We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. This is them. So the thing with the King of Cups is he is very emotionally mature. He feels all the feelings, but he's not very good at expressing those feelings. Okay, when the Ace of Wands, so like verbally expressing the feelings. So maybe your person is very good at doing things around the house with you, or maybe buys you small gifts, whatever your other love languages might be. Maybe they're good at those things, but they're not really good at speaking. And I feel like with the Ace of Wands being in reverse here, Ace of Wands is like passion, excitement, it's new beginnings. I feel like they understand they have to approach this with words. They need to learn to speak the emotions that they want to say, or the emotions that they're feeling. So that is kind of one of the things that might be overwhelming here. They know that they can't ask you to marry them by making out with you or by picking you up a coffee on the way home from running an errand or whatever. They know that there has to be an expression of emotion here verbally. Why is the 10 of Coins here? See, we have the Sun, happiness, the most positive card in the deck, union, coming together, joyous. Your person is very excited. They feel like they're glowing. Okay, they're overwhelmed with joy is what it feels like at the idea of communicating this with you. Actually, not the idea of communicating, but the idea of taking this next step, coming forward. They're not excited about the conversation. I feel like it's going to be hard for a lot of them, but they are excited about what the conversation is going to result in. This deep level of commitment, this emotional connection, the forward movement, and possible engagement for a good chunk of you. Why is the 7 of Cups in the reverse? So I have the 8 of Cups. Okay, so for those of you where your person is coming back after a long period of silence, they want to tell you, I'm hearing, I'm sorry that I walked away from you. But then they also want to tell you that they are walking away from something, and that is also overwhelming them. This whole process of this massive change that your person going through is very intense and overwhelming, okay? And when the 8 of Cups, when he walks away from those 8 cups, he's walking towards something else, okay? He's not just leaving something behind. He's walking towards something new. And what does, to get to a 10, 8 plus 2. So he's walking towards his 2 of Cups, okay? And that's what your person is doing. It's overwhelming, but it's almost like like when you're about to go on a roller coaster and you're going up, and it's scary, but it's exciting at the same time. Like, you're so excited to get to the top or to go on the ride and have the fun, but as you're going up that big hill, there's like intense anxiety, like, oh my gosh, why did I get on this ride? It's so tall, it's so scary. It's excited, it's intensity, and it's excitement with a little bit of like fear and anxiety. That's what it's like. They're going up the hill on the big roller coaster. They're ready to go down on the ride. But yeah, they're walking away from something and walking towards you. And that's the thing that they probably want to tell you, is that I've left whatever issues I've had in the past, and I want to walk towards you, my 2 of Cups. And it's so interesting. Oddly enough, I was just about to talk about the 6 of Swords. It's in the reverse on the bottom of here. If you look at this card, and we can compare since they happen to be on the bottom of the deck, there is the river, right? 6 of Swords is the transition. Your person has transitioned. They've crossed the river, and now they're on their way to you. Okay, it's scary. They're climbing that hill, but they're doing it. Okay. So let's get some more here. What else do we need to know about this message today, Spirit? And I'm sorry my air conditioner is really loud, but I live in the desert, and I would die if I did not have it on. And the landscapers are outside. I don't know if you'll be able to hear them or not, but, it's just the way it is. Okay, getting 4 cards here. Okay. Yeah. We have the 9 of Coins. We have the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Oh my goodness. We have the Tower in the reverse. And then we have the 5 of Swords. Okay. So this is probably going to resonate for most of you where you've been in separation for a while. Your person is admiring you. They're probably looking at your social media and going, oh my goodness, look how well my person is doing. He or she is so beautiful. They're doing very well on their own. They're standing in their power. They've taken control of their life. And I've just been sitting around living the same life, not growing, not getting anywhere. And I can't do it anymore. Okay, that's kind of what these two cards are. The Nine of Coins is how they see you, a very successful, independent, in your power person. And then the Six of Cups in reverse is nostalgia. They're longing for you. They're wishing for you. They're thinking about you. The Tower in the reverse here with this Five of Swords, they know there is probably some conflict that may arise from communicating with you. They know that there is conflict in walking away from their old life and coming forward, but they're okay with it. They're not seeing it as a tower moment anymore. Sometimes when we need to walk away from something, when we need to make a big change in our life, we think everything's going to explode and it's going to be the worst thing that's ever happened and everyone's going to be mad at us, but they don't see they don't see it as that anymore. They don't see it as a tower moment. They see it as mild conflict, something they have to sort out and take care of. Okay, they also are preparing for you to be a little bit feisty when they come back in with this Five of Swords, but they are okay. They're bracing for it, and they're really hopeful that you guys are going to be able to talk everything out. They're saying, you know, changing my life. Look, oh my God, guys, what was I talking about? We have Two of Cups on the bottom with the Six of Swords. That's how I split the deck. Your person is transitioning so they can come to you, their Two of Cups. Like, tarot never ceases to amaze me. Like, what are the odds that I would have flipped those two cards out? Okay. So, yeah, they are not seeing getting divorced, quitting their job, dropping addictions, maybe going back to school. They're not seeing making these massive changes in their life as this big tower, overly dramatic, everything's going to blow up in your face moment anymore. They're just seeing it as something they have to take care of. Yeah, there might be some conflict, but oh well, I can sort it out. All right, so why is the Nine of Coins here? Yeah, justice. They want to serve you justice. They also want to rise up to your level. Balance. Okay, they see you and everything you've done, and they are very proud of you, and they want to serve you justice to make up for whatever it was that happened in the past here. Why is the Six of Cups in the reverse? Four of Pentacles. They're holding on to you. They're holding on to you and your energy and the connection. They're very nostalgic. There is this deep sense of longing and missing and just wanting to hold you is what I hear. Just wanting to be around you. They want to hold on to the Year of Pentacle. It just, okay. Why is the Tower in the reverse? And it's interesting that this is the messages coming out after the confessions readings. Some of you, if you haven't watched those, I would go back and give them a look. And also the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine readings for the month of May. There's a lot of big change happening in the masculine's life. So if you didn't see that, and this is resonating and your person is more of a masculine energy, this could be for you as well. Or it could resonate for you as well, I should say. All right, so why is the Tower in the reverse? That's why I feel like we're such in a transitional state right now. See the Star. Walking away from this thing in the past, not blowing up my life, but making these necessary changes is part of my destiny. I'm feeling very hopeful about it. I'm feeling very grounded and confident in my choices here. They're overwhelmed. Okay, they're freaking out. But it's Seven of Cups. It's not a major arcana. It's just like that little bit of anxiety that's kind of... Sometimes that little bit of anxiety can kind of be the driving factor to keep you moving forward and to keep you making the changes you need to make. And I think that's kind of what it is. They're having anxiety, they're overwhelmed, but they're dealing with it. And because they know the life they were living in the past. It's almost like the life they were living was a tower. They were just like constantly in tower moments, like garbage thing after garbage thing happening over again, and it just wasn't getting any better. And they're like, you know what? living in this is a Tower moment. Walking away from it is my destiny, is my fate. Moving towards my Two of Cups. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. She has these two bowls. We're just pouring out water. Could be representative, again, of like the Ace of Cups overflowing with love, the Two of Cups soulmate, okay? Dun, dun. Lots of water. Again, there's another image here of water, transition, just like it was in the Six of Swords. All right, so why is the Five of Swords here? You have Six of Pentacles in the reverse. It's interesting because Six of Pentacles is similar energy to Justice. Okay. And being in the reverse here, there's a few messages that are coming out. One, they know that what happened in the past, how your relationship connection, whatever it was in the past was very unbalanced. They took too much from you and they did not give back like they should have. They recognize that. And that's kind of some conflict they have within self, is how they treated you or how things went down. So they want to remedy that. Okay. And then there's also the message of knowing that the current situation they're in, or the one that they're walking away from, okay, it's not an accident, they're underneath each other, is very off balance, and it's never going to be balanced. It doesn't matter how much they give to that person, or job or whatever, they're not going to get back equally. Okay. They're just whatever they're in now, whatever karmic obstacle they're caught in, is never going to give back to them. And they think they're recognizing that. And it's not just monetary. It could be like emotional connectedness. It could be, just support in general. It doesn't feel very monetary, actually. But it's just, they're just not going to get what they give in that connection. And that's where there's a lot of conflict, and why they're okay with dealing with the conflict to move away from it. Okay. All right, let's get one more row here. Let's see what else we need to know. All right, so what else do we need to know about this message today? This person walking away and moving towards us. Aw, guys, aw. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. And then look, we have the Queen of Cups. I'm sorry, the Knight of Cups, and then the Queen of Cups. So look at this. We have all the cups quartz. We're missing the page, but we have the Knight, the Queen, and the King. There is so much love here from this person that they're sending to you. Now, the Knight of Swords is in the reverse, I think, for a few reasons. One, they recognize that they were not fully honest with you in the past. The way they communicated with you in the past was not open. It wasn't honest. It wasn't vulnerable. It wasn't pure. And your person did not intentionally lie to you. They were not trying to be deceptive. They weren't trying to hurt you. They just were not ready to communicate at that level. They weren't ready to own their own truth. And if they can't own their own truth, they can't communicate truthfully to you. And I think they're acknowledging that with this Knight of Swords. But when they come back, what do they want? They want loving communication. They want to offer you love. They want to be emotional here. And we have the Queen of Cups. I feel like they feel very engulfed in your love, and then they want to like reciprocate that back to you and kind of, I don't know, like engulf you in love as well. I always feel like swimming in the love. That's what it feels like. They're very in their emotions. They're very, very in their emotions. And they are recognizing what they want with you. They want 10 of coins. That is their ultimate happiness. They see union with you as stability, as happy family, as getting everything that they want. Okay, and then we have the King and the Queen here. That is a power couple. And then this offer of love with the Knight. I love the way he has like this little cup in the air. And look, the little birdie has a message and like a little letter in its mouth. And they're delivering a message of love to you. That's what it is. They're delivering this message of love to you. They're nervous about it. They're worried, but they're doing it. Let me see. And she's got her little bowl, her little cup with the 2 little fishies. I love these cards so much. Every time I use this deck, you're going to hear me say how much I love these cards because they're so pretty. All right, so let's get some clarifiers on these. Let's get some deeper information. Why is the Knight of Swords in the reverse? You have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This really feels like them taking ownership of who they were and how they treated you in the past and what went down. I wasn't honest with you. I couldn't communicate openly with you. I wouldn't own my own truth, so how could I be truthful to you? It's Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I was resistant to change. I was resistant to taking on new ideas, to learning, to being open and growing. That's really what these 2 cards feel like. Why is the Knight of Cups here? I feel like that's something they're going to say to you. They're just really taking ownership, it feels like. Oh my goodness. The Empress. See? They see you as the Empress, the divine feminine, that pinnacle of divine feminine energy. This is also new beginnings, brand new life. They want to birth new life with you. And they're going to do it from a place of sincere emotion. They're going to offer you, they're sending you this little message, sending their little birdie over to you to say how much they love you. And there she is offering her, what is that, like a pomegranate or something? Her fruit. She's offering her fruit. And they're ready to receive back from you. They weren't ready in the past. This message, I wish you guys could feel the energy that I'm feeling, because it's very, I don't know how to describe it, like very soupy, like just swimming in the love. It's very overflowing. I didn't ask, but I'm keeping it anyway. 8 of Wands with this Queen of Cups. They're coming at you and they're dead serious. Okay. They're coming at you full force, making this offer in the most sincere way possible. They can feel your energy. They feel the love that they get from you, but they want to give it back. And what's on the bottom? Ace of Swords. They're ready to do it from a place of truth. They're ready to clear the air. They don't want to dance around. They don't want to dance around it anymore. They want to cut to the chase is what I'm hearing. Like they don't want to deal with any of the crap that they put you through in the past. They want to clear the air. Look, I have 9 of Cups on the bottom. Okay. And right now I said that we are in a time of healing and like not healing, but a pause. We're just supposed to relax and have fun. This is what this 4 of Swords is. So I feel like this should be you guys just chilling, taking care of yourselves, not thinking about things too much, not making any big decisions, just having fun right now, because your person sees you as their 9 of Cups and they're ready to come in and speak the truth and have a new beginning that is raw and open and honest. Okay. And the energy just feels so like, I don't know how to describe it. It feels very relaxed. It feels very like comfortable and just warm. All right, I wasn't planning on using my channel messages cards today, but it just felt like something I need to do. And then after I get these, I'm going to get a little bit of advice here for those of you that are watching. So what does this person want to say when they come back, or what's on their mind, or how are they feeling? What are some messages that this person would like to send to us, those who are watching? All right, we'll start with these 3. I may pull one more. We'll see. Okay. I don't run because of my karmic situation. It's just a convenient excuse to stay away. So again, taking ownership, okay? They're not in love with their karmic person if they're with the karmic person. They know that they don't have to stay in whatever toxic job situation that they feel they're stuck in. They just, when we are in runner chaser, the runners will hold on to that karmic thing very tightly because it's an excuse to stay away. They don't have to face themselves. They don't have to do anything. They don't, and then this is a good follow-up to that. I don't love my karmic, but I feel obligated to stay. So it's like it's the same thing. Kind of very similar message. They're not running from you. They are using their karmic, whatever it is, as an excuse to not face themselves, to not work on themselves. But they're acknowledging that, and that's exactly what this Knight of Swords and Page of Pentacles in the reverse are talking about. I didn't own up to my own truth, so how could I be truthful to you? I was resistant to growth and development, so that's why I stay tied to this. It says we will be together, I just need to sort things out first. Oh, so sweet. And that's what they're doing here with the Seven of Cups and the Seven of Cups in reverse with the Eight of Cups. They're sorting things out. And this actually is a card of weighing your options and sorting things out. They're just very overwhelmed as they're doing it, but they're walking away. They want to walk towards their Two of Cups. Okay. All right, so let's get this. I have too many things on my desk, I think. All right, let's get some guidance here for those of you that are watching. Let's get some guidance here for those of you that are watching. Spirit, can we get some guidance for those that are watching, if this is resonating for them? Okay, those cards kind of hopped right out. Let's see what we have. Aw, see, we have shine. This is a time for you to just take care of yourself, really love yourself, put yourself out there, just go have some fun. We have the sunflowers there, which are about loyalty. So just being loyal to you and your truth and who you are. Aw, see, know you are loved. I feel like this is spirit letting you know that you are loved by the universe, that you are being supported by whatever you describe as your source, the people around you, and your person. You can see, step into your power. All right, you're taking, I feel like you already have with this Nine of Coins. And even the Justice card, I feel, is saying that you've served yourself justice. But this is how they see you, as someone who stepped into their power. And if you haven't yet, of course, you always can do that. I feel like this is telling you to be the Empress, whether you're male or female. Be this divine feminine power, the ultimate feminine energy that you know that you are, that they see that you are. Shine bright. Know you are loved. Step into your power. Okay? And notice that has nothing to do with your person. This is all about you taking care of yourself, acknowledging yourself for the wonderful person and being that you are, and being proud of yourself for all the progress that you've made. With this Nine of Coins being here, your person can see that you have gone leaps and bounds since the last time you guys spoke. Okay, I'm going to leave the reading there for you. If it resonated, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, share. Check me out on Twitter. I'll probably start posting some more fun things and maybe do like some chat type things fairly soon. And yeah, that's going to be it. I'll see you guys next week.